All right, today we're going to talk about something I think a lot of us carry around, that weight of the past. We're going to look at why some experiences have such a tight grip on us, and maybe more importantly, how we can actually start to loosen it. So let's dive in.
You know, it's a question so many of us have probably asked ourselves a million times. You try so hard to move on, you try to forget, but certain memories, they just seem to have a life of their own, right? Replaying over and over again. So why is that?
Yeah, and this quote it hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? That sharp, sudden sting from an old wound, it's such a shared human experience, and it's a powerful reminder that if you feel this way, you are definitely not alone. So first, let's just get real about what makes this so incredibly difficult. It's not just the memory itself, it's all the heavy stuff that comes with it. That feeling of shame or fear, and of course that constant pressure from the outside world to just get over it. Okay, let's get one thing crystal clear right off the bat. If you're struggling to let go of something, it is not a sign of weakness. It's your mind and your body having a completely natural reaction to a deep emotional scar. Seriously, one of the first steps forward is just letting go of that guilt. So, to really understand why we get stuck, we kind of have to peek under the hood, you know? Let's get into the actual neuroscience, the map of our own minds, to see how our brains are wired to handle these powerful, painful memories.
All right, meet the main character in this story, the amygdala. The easiest way to think of it is as your brain's high-alert security guard. Its whole job is to flag dangerous or intensely painful experiences to keep you safe in the future. The only problem is, sometimes it does its job a little too well.
So this is basically the step-by-step of how that whole cycle works. First, a really painful event happens. Then, the amygdala puts a giant red threat tag on that memory file. So later on, something as simple as a sound, a place, a smell, a trigger, pulls up that file and boom, all those intense, original emotions come flooding right back as if it's all happening again right now.
And here's the thing, this whole process, it doesn't just stay locked up in your head. Oh no, those reactivated memories create these massive ripple effects that can touch, well, pretty much every single part of your life. Let's take a look at how that actually happens.
So think about your relationships, right? A past betrayal can create this constant nagging fear of being hurt again. And that can make it incredibly difficult to trust people, to be vulnerable, and to build those close, genuine connections that we all need to thrive.
And then there's what it does to you on the inside, to your self-esteem. That inner critic gets fueled by all the shame and guilt from the past, and it just whispers these awful things, that you're not smart enough, or strong enough, or just plain not good enough. And that can really hold you back.
And what's really wild is that it can even show up in our physical bodies. That chronic stress from reliving a trauma basically keeps your body in a constant state of high alert, fight or flight. And over time, that can lead to very real health issues, like insomnia, constant headaches, or even a weaker immune system.
And this slide right here really nails the core difference. Healthy memories, even the painful ones, can become our teachers. We learn from them, we grow, we build resilience. But these unprocessed, unhealthy memories, they're like a broken record, just trapping you in the same painful loop over and over again, blocking any kind of progress.
Okay, so we've looked at the what and the why. Now for the really important part, the how. How do we actually start to heal? This is the toolkit. And these aren't just wishful thinking. These are practical, science-backed methods for breaking that cycle.
So there are some really powerful, proven options out there if you're working with a professional. Things like CBT can help you literally rewrite the painful stories tied to your memories. EMDR is this amazing technique that helps your brain properly file away the memory, taking away its emotional charge. And of course, things like mindfulness and support groups, they ground you in the present and remind you, crucially, that you're not in this alone.
But you know, healing isn't just something that happens in a therapist's office. Here's something you can literally do right now, wherever you are. It's called 4-7-8 breathing. It's so simple, but it's a powerful way to tell your nervous system, hey, you're safe. You just breathe in through your nose for 4, hold it for 7, and then a long, slow exhale through your mouth for 8. It almost instantly calms that high alert response. And hey, the toolkit keeps on growing. You can get your feelings out onto paper through journaling. You can literally move that stored stress out of your body with yoga or even just a simple walk. Or you can start to rewire your brain to focus on the good through a gratitude practice. Each one of these helps shift your focus from the past to the here and now. But here's the really hopeful part of all this.
This journey, it isn't just about getting back to normal or who you were before. The truly amazing part is that it's about moving forward, toward a new and often even stronger version of yourself.
In fact, there's a name for it, post-traumatic growth. It's this incredible phenomenon where people who've gone through serious adversity actually come out the other side with a brand new sense of strength, a deeper appreciation for life, and more meaningful relationships. It's not about ignoring the pain, but actually transforming it into something new. So if there's one theme you take away from all of this, please let it be this. Your past happened. It's a chapter in your story for sure, but it does not have to be your prison. It doesn't have to be the whole book. You get to write the next chapter.
So I'm just going to leave you with this question. It doesn't have to be some giant leap. Maybe it's just trying that 4-7-8 breath once. Maybe it's writing a single sentence in a journal. Or maybe, just maybe, it's just quietly acknowledging your own strength for getting this far. So what's one small step you can take for yourself today?